Overall, Silent Hill Downpour I think was actually a pretty awesome game. I enjoyed playing it a lot, and I'm definitely going to go back and play through the part in the town again so I can get to those lockers and check out those cheat codes. I'll look them up online and I'll look at the cheat codes to see what stuff you can get. I'll probably show that to you guys, and then if I can, without it being too much of a problem, I will get all the endings for you guys to watch, and I'll see what I can do on that, because I imagine that was probably, I don't know, probably the shittier of the two main endings. But from what I understand, there's an ending if you spare all the monsters, like when you knock them on the ground. I guess there's a different ending for that too. I don't remember all the certain circumstances that require getting a different ending, but I do know there's at least like 4 to 6 different endings for this game, I think. So I'll try and get them all for you guys. I'll see what I can do about that. But overall, Silent Hill Downpour, pretty good game. I'd probably give the game like an 7.5, 8 out of 10. I definitely do not think that this game deserved the bashing it got from the critics. And usually I don't go by the critics anyway, because IGN and G4, for example, a lot of people know they are pretty known for having shitty opinions over games, because basically if it's not Call of Duty, it's shitty, is the point. And just like, if a Call of Duty game gets released, it's automatically going to get a 5, because it just has the name Call of Duty. But I mean, the game had it had some off and on voice acting. Some characters were kind of bad, some were pretty good. So the voice acting was alright most of the time. The game definitely looked pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of detail in the game. I think they did a real good job with that. The story of the game seemed, alright, I guess. I mean, it wasn't anything to brag about, but the way they presented the story was definitely really cool. The side quests were awesome to do, and I would encourage you guys to do them. I mean, if anything, they're just, opportunities to get trophies or achievements, but I would encourage you guys to do them just so you can get, more out of the game. And really, they're not that painstaking to do, so I would just do them. And besides, I mean, if you like the game, I would encourage you to do the side quests just so you can play more of the game. And they do some cool stuff, like that ghost guy that came out of the painting and you had to light the painting on fire. That was a pretty fun side quest. It wasn't that long, but I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, a ghost guy with an axe came out of a picture and tried beating your ass. I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, voice acting was alright. The game looked pretty good. And as I say pretty good, I'm not trying to say it was bad in any way. It's just compared to other games like Crysis 2, for example. I mean, it didn't really compare to Crysis 2, but I mean, the game looked good. The game looked good, and for me, I don't really care about graphics because, graphics don't make the game. But voice acting was okay. The game looked good. The storyline was alright. The combat system, I mean, of course, the combat system actually isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, if you hold down triangle, it blocks, and if you move the stick, your character will turn, and you can dodge whichever way you want to. If you do that, if you have good timing with that, you'll be able to block any attack that comes at you, no problem. But I mean, the combat system isn't supposed to be great, because this is a survival horror game. You are a human being trying to survive against multiple enemies coming at you at once. And this game stresses, hey, if there's too many people, just run away, don't fight everything. But for whatever reason, reviewers like IGN can't, comprehend this. Hey, sometimes you're not supposed to fight, just run away. But, I mean, I'm not going to knock the game's combat system because it was just fine. This is a survival horror game. You're not supposed to fight every single thing that comes across your path. So the combat system was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And besides, the combat system in all the Silent Hill games, from what I've read, has been pretty shitty. So, I mean, don't knock the game for that. But the game has very nice, detailed environments. I like how the game starts out, you know, kind of linear, then it gets wide open, and then it gets linear at the end again. I like that. It was really, I mean, I just like that style. I just like that format it was set up in. The Silent Hill was just a really good game. Silent Hill Downpour was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. And Korn did a great job on the theme song. And if I could, in fact, at some point I will, I'll probably open up a forum or a blog or something so I can post full reviews on the game. But just you know, just to recap real quick, the voice acting was alright, the story was alright, the game looked good, the controls of the game were just fine. The controls of the game were perfect. Honestly, I couldn't imagine a way to improve on them at all. And the game was just overall really good. I mean, the game has good narrative. The game tells a great story. And the way they did the other world, like how everything, like, I don't really know how to say it, but how everything like fizzes away. I mean, it was just awesome. The other world, the environments were really good in the other world. At the very beginning, you remember we were running down that hallway, and the hallway just kept extending until it eventually stopped. I really liked that. It was it was awesome. They did a good job in the other world. If I have one major complaint about the game, 1 second. Okay, just had to get a drink real quick. If I had one complaint about the game, it would be that we didn't really spend a whole lot of time in the other world. I kind of wish you spent more time there, like at the end of the game, but I kind of wish the game was a little bit longer so they could have put more time in the other world, because they did a really good job with the environments in the other world that I feel kind of, you know, sad that they didn't keep you in the other world, you know, longer. But that'd be my only complaint on the game. Oh, and of course, you know, the random skip ending D. Alright. But I guess the random skip, I'm not really sure what that was about. I need to stop talking, my throat's getting a little dry, but I'm not really sure what the random skip was about. The game was really detailed, so I can kind of understand the skip. I mean, there's, you know, it rained a lot sometimes, there was a lot going on, a lot of detail in the environment, so can't really blame them for the skip, but hopefully that is something they could kind of diminish in the future. The skip did get annoying sometimes, especially near the end when you would complete, like at the bird quest, for example, and I got those 2 trophies. The game would skip, give me the trophy, start up again, then it would skip and like freeze and then give me a trophy, and then it was a little irritating-ish, but I mean, the skip honestly wasn't that bad. It's manageable, easily manageable, and it was just fine. So, but overall, 7.58, really good game. I do suggest you guys go out and play it. I don't know if I want to suggest to you guys to buy it, because I'm not really sure if it's a game that you guys will play more than once, or even like, for that matter, because I know a lot of people do trust the opinion of G4 and IGN for whatever stupid reason, maybe because they're stupid, but I know a lot of people do trust their opinion, but I do urge you to at least try the game out. I really enjoyed the game. I'm going to play it again, just because it was that fun. And again, I'm going to try out those cheat codes, see what type of weapons you can get from those lockers, and maybe just find some other cool stuff that I missed my first time playing it, or try to get all the endings for you guys, whether I have to play the game on my own each time in order to do that. I don't know. Hopefully I can find a way to get all the endings without having to play the game like 6 different times, because I'm pretty sure I'll have no problem playing the game, you know, 6 times, but I mean 6 consecutive times. I'm not really sure I'll be able to. No, I don't want that to play. That's like the trailer, and it plays the Korn theme song during that. Don't need to show that again. But hopefully you guys liked the walkthrough. I definitely enjoyed playing this game. It was pretty awesome, actually. I'm gonna try and keep up the theme of horror games as much as I can, because I know a lot of people like to watch, horror games and like to hear or like to watch horror games with commentary, because they hope that the commentator gets scared or shits his pants. But I'll try and keep up the theme of horror games, but we'll see. And again, I have a pre-order on Max Payne 3. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm not sure if Rockstar is going to be copyright strike happy with that game like they have in the past with their other games like Red Dead Redemption and LA Noire. So we'll just have to see, and maybe I'll send Rockstar a message and ask them if I can get expressed permission to record their game and put it on YouTube. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll ask for something in return, or something like pay them a fee to allow me to do it. But if they're not copyright strike happy when the game comes out, what I can do is I'll either take a chance, I'll record some of it the day I get it and upload it that night and see if it gets a copyright strike by the time I get home, or I'll wait a few days to see how many, or if anyone gets a copyright strike, and if it does, I may send Rockstar a message then. But I don't know. I'll have to see what happens. But thank you guys for watching Silent Hill Downpour. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the game. I definitely enjoyed playing it. If you guys can do me a huge favor, show some love for the last video in this walkthrough. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on whatever walkthrough I do next. I'll see you guys next time. I am out.